So at wide open throttle, the twin 300 horsepower G2 E-TECs on the back of the Seafox pushed it up to a crazy 96 kilometers per hour, and that was both with and against the tide. One of the standout features on the E-TECs on the back of the 288 has to be its digital control. Digital throttles, you can sync them or use them individually, have both engines trim at the same time, or just let the auto trim do its work.
I didn't put it to full throttle because it goes seriously fast. I would have had probably about 40% capacity, and we were running it at well over 36 knots, and that's ample for me. So it's fast.
It's got a big fuel tank, so it's got a range of something like 700 kilometres at that sort of high cruising speed. You probably wouldn't want to fish over the back because the motors take up a fair bit of space, but in reality those E-TECs have got really clean connections to the motors, so you can actually stand up in the engine well if you did get into trouble around the back there.
Down in the mid-range, they're running at a good sort of litre per kilometre, and sometimes even better. As far as running costs are concerned and fuel, they're not heavy at all considering the boat's size of 28 foot.
I've never driven a boat at 50 knots before over moderately choppy water. I've now done that, I can tick that box off. It's a very exciting thing to do. It drinks a lot of fuel while it's doing 50 knots, so you wouldn't drive around at that speed all the time.
The G2 E-TECs again proved their efficiency, with 3,500 RPM showing 33.5 knots and a mighty impressive 0.48 nautical miles or 0.88 kilometres per litre, almost a third better than a similar four-stroke.